Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jeanine, your midlife BFF, and on today's video, I'm gonna share some budget swaps for some really expensive makeup products that I love, where I found the equivalent at the drugstore that are quickly becoming my holy grails. I'm going to show you the products. I'm going to show you how I apply the products, and we're going to talk about all those things. We're also going to have a little girly midlife chit chat because you know that's what we do here on this channel as well. I want to talk about some of the common things that we experience in midlife, some of the things that can feel like a perfect storm because they are big, huge, life-altering events that are happening all around the same time. So let's talk through that today as well. It's going to be a really good video. Might be a little bit long, so get comfy, get cozy, get coffee, get a cozy blankie, and let's get into it. All right, you guys, we're going to speed through this a little bit until we get to the pertinent stuff. I am not going to make this like an hour-long video. No, I don't know. Maybe I will. Hopefully I won't. But I'm going to start with Ilia milk. I'm not going to show like the whole makeup process, like not sped up. What I'm going to do is I will slow it down when it is time to do the budget swap. All right. And for right now, this is not a budget swap, but I do have a recommendation. Somebody told me, because this was really expensive, but I really love it. It's like the glazing. It is equivalent, supposedly, or very similar to the Rhode glazing milk. And the Rhode glazing milk is $38. This was $58. And I think it's the same. Let me see. Oh, and this is 3.4 ounces, and the Rhode is like more than 4 ounces. So that is like a really, really good swap. So when this is out, I will definitely try the Rhode and let you guys know. But I do love having the light moisturizer because I feel like it dries down nice and absorbs in the skin, moisturizes without like when you have a thicker moisturizer on your face, the makeup doesn't set as well, in my opinion. So I don't have like super dry skin, so I can go without like a deep moisturizer during the day. It's nice to just let your in-between products, let everything like fully absorb. And I also want to tell you guys that I'm going to do another video coming very soon about the top like makeup, anti-aging makeup mistakes that are going to make you look older. We're going to go over that in another video. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe if you are not already subscribed. All right. What is next? We are good here. Now I'm going to do some, I already have put sunscreen. I'm going to do some of the milk primer. All right, we've got the first swap. I'm going to do my eyebrows. I always fill them in, and I usually use the Merit Brow Gel. It's like a mascara pencil, and I just kind of like put that in. Well, I believe this is like, might be like $30. I will put the information up on the screen with the pricing because I'm not sure right offhand. But this one is the e.l.f. Wow Brow in the color Black Brown. And I'm going to go ahead and apply it. But I've used this already a few times. And I am happy to report that it is a product that I officially like better. It is so good. I kind of apply it first like regular, I don't know, like you'd apply mascara. And then I kind of like to do like the tip of it and just kind of go like that. I was kind of blown away by this product. I love it. Like, I love it. And significantly cheaper. Again, sometimes the budget swap's not going to win. But if it can, I'm all about it. So I will say, comparison wise, I mean, obviously there's a lot less product in this one. It's tiny, but I actually prefer that because I feel like with brow products, if there's too much product in there, they get dry and not good before you're actually done utilizing all the product. This you'd have to replace more frequently, but significantly cheaper. Okay, so there's that. The next is also another brow product. Now, this is the Glossier Brow Flick. It does not last long. It drives me absolutely crazy how often I used to have to replace this, and then it's often sold out. So this one, happy to report, is just as good. Just as good. It is the Maybelline Build-A-Brow. And so once I fill in, and then I just actually do the flicks. So that's what I'm going to do now. The hairlines. And there you go. I'm going to do this side. There's the brows. Successful. Those are the first two successful budget swaps. Now I'm going to do a little color correcting, and this is the e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector in, I think it's peach. I always get peach because peach will cancel out blue, and I have blue veins around my eyelids and under my eye. I used to use the Bobbi Brown Color Corrector, and so we are going with this for the budget swap. I have like blue veins right in here. So if we just put a little everywhere you need to color correct. I do put a little on my lids as well because I pull blue like veins. And then I have a vein right here. I have a lot. I'm very veiny on my eyelids. My brother used to tease me for that when I was young. Like, I see so many veins. So I'm going to blend that out. I have used this already. Love it. Works great. It is a great option. If you haven't tried color correcting, it's pretty incredible. What you can do. It really is good to like neutralize all the colors on your face before you start just like applying your regular makeup. This comes in other colors as well. So depending on what you're trying to neutralize, we are going to do some eyeshadow, but I feel nice and camouflaged now. Great. So this is a yes. I'm going to link all of the products. You can get them on Amazon, but did you guys know with drugstore products, the prices are different whether you shop online, every different store, like CVS is going to be the most expensive, Walmart is going to be the cheapest. Target's kind of somewhere in the middle. So you can bargain hunt your drugstore products. They are not across the board the same. Sometimes even the direct website is more expensive than like you can get it at Walmart. So keep that in mind. Maybe make a list and check out stores in person. You might get some better pricing, but if you want to check them out on Amazon, I will link them. I'm also going to put up my QR code on the screen. That's where I have my Amazon storefront, my LTK, all of that stuff. Both my Instagram accounts are linked because I have 2 Instagram accounts. And that's where you can find all of my links. Sometimes I'm not the best about putting them in videos or I forget. But like even like the top and jeans I'm wearing today will be linked. So I'm going to do some eyeshadow. Let's see. What do I want to do for eyeshadow? This is definitely a budget swap because this is the Sephora brand 12-hour long-wear liner. And previously I was using the Victoria Beckham. So I really been liking this one. It goes on really easily. And yeah. Oh, should I do a little more Sharpie? Sharpens easily. For liner, can be a little tricky sometimes. I like to actually hold the mirror up and I place the liner right where the upper and lower lid meet and I just kind of pull outward. I think the mistake I always used to make, can you guys see that? Is I always used to make this mistake with liner. I used to look down and then I would do the line up. And then when you look normal, it wasn't in the right place. Ever since I started doing it this way, it ends up in the right place. So you have to like put your mirror eye level so you're looking straight. You put your pencil right where the 2 lids meet and then just go straight out. And now they're in the right place. So now once that is laid down, you can just kind of extend it onto your lid. And then I'll clean it up after, but I'm gonna go get the light. But this pencil is really good. Speeding through my lashes. I already posted a Lashify tutorial. So if you want details on that, make sure you check out that video. Oh, I can't tell you guys how sad I was scrolling through TikTok, which by the way, TikTok came back, but this actually was a few days before TikTok. This mom, which I'm sure you have heard of her, she has, I think, millions of followers, documented her cancer journey, and she passed away, Deborah Fink. She has 6 kids. She's young. She's in her 50s. I think she had like some soft tissue cancer. And it just ripped my heart out. It ripped my heart out because she talked so much about how she didn't want to leave. She didn't want to leave her kids. She didn't want to miss, she was going to miss everybody so much. And just the whole journey just touched me. It just made me think about, obviously she died young and so her kids are young, but it made me think about like how my whole life changed after I lost my mom. Like nothing prepares you for that, and how I almost feel like the death of a parent, I mean, especially a mother, is like so life altering that it then it divides your life. Because I now distinctly have two periods in my life. I have before my mom died and after my mom died. And that is, you know, one of the things, you know, on this channel, I talk a lot about navigating midlife. That is one of the major, major life-altering things that happens to the majority of people in midlife, is they lose a parent, or they're losing a parent, or their parents are ill. And nothing quite prepares you for that. My mom passed away 3 years ago on Christmas Day. It was absolutely devastating. And I think that was a very, it's almost as like, so how was I was 45 when my mom died? 46. 45, almost 46, right before my 46th birthday. And that was also, so my mom died right before my 46th birthday. And then in May of that year is when my doctor, you know, officially determined I was in menopause. I hadn't had a period in a year. And then that same month, my dad, May, was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. That's a whole other story. He's still alive. He's in end of life care now. But all the while you are navigating hormonal changes, sick parents, dying parents. And then my daughter moved away, who's my best friend. She's going to be 24 in March. She moved to 8 hours away. That happened recently. That was this past year. And that one really threw me for a loop. Because, you know, I had been through the death of my mom, and I just thought, like, I'll be sad, but it won't be, I didn't prepare. I didn't think like, oh, it was going to be change my life, but I went into like a little depression. And it just, you know, the reason why I even bring all of this stuff up is because all of this stuff is happening kind of like all around, like all within, you know, I touched on it before in a previous video, but it's like the perfect storm of a very, very, each individual thing is life altering by itself. And then when they start to happen back to back, and you wonder why you're depressed, or the divorce rates are on skyrocket during midlife, or, I mean, it's pretty obvious. That's a lot. That's a lot to navigate, you know, which is why a lot of the reason why I want to dive into a lot more of that type of content here is because you can get pretty down and pretty sad and pretty depressed during that time, and convince yourself that life is over and those happy feelings are gone and you'll never feel them again. But then I want you to remind yourself that you're like, my mom lost her mom too. You know, she went through that empty nest too. We left too. and she still functioned, and she still made Christmas magical, and she still made memories. I think that sometimes when we start to get down and these things happen, we get so wrapped up, and I'm speaking out of guilt and from personally doing this, we get so wrapped up in the memories and then this and the sadness, and then just like wanting to go back to yesterday when they were alive, or when this, and relive those moments. And we're looking at pictures and just diving into all that stuff, which is fine, which is great, beautiful. But you can't get so wrapped up in the memories that you forget that the present moment is making memories of the future. And your kids deserve the magic. Even the adult kids, they're those things you're doing with them today, those are their memories for the future. So you can't get so wrapped up in your grief and your sadness and your storm that you forget to make memories for the future. And I have to remind myself of that a lot. You know, I gave myself a little bit of a runway. I haven't just been feeling Christmas now for 3 years since my mom died on Christmas. And this year was the worst. Isn't that weird? The first one wasn't the worst. The second, it was this one. And I think I couldn't get it together. I did Vlogmas and everything. You guys know, if you watched my Vlogmas, I didn't get into the spirit. But I gave myself this year, and I said, Jeanine, this is it. New beginnings next year. You're going to get into the spirit. You're going to make new memories. You're going to create new traditions. So much so that I got rid of my tree. It was like a fake tree. I've had it for a long time at the end, because I just want new. I want a new Christmas tree with new traditions. I envision myself next year decorating and feeling happy, like we made it, like we did it, and here we are. And you know, my kids are coming over, and we're sitting around the new tree, and I'm going to manifest that and bring it to life. And I'm going to have Christmas spirit, always a little sadness in your heart. And that's okay, because they can both exist at the same time. And that's what my mom should have taught me, because I know she was devastated to lose her mom. My grandmother was only 59 when she died. My mom was devastated. But she would hide in the bathroom and think that I didn't know she was in there crying. She was super private. And I kind of do the same thing, to be honest. I hide in here and cry sometimes. I don't like my kids to see me cry. I don't want them to be hurt. But it's so funny how things just, you know, it's the evolution of life. It's just like the way things go. I know this video kind of took a turn, but I definitely do want to do these videos with a little bit of, you know, information and girly chat, because if you're here and you're in midlife, then I know how hard it is. And I just want you guys to know you're not alone. Those thoughts that you just think maybe and never say out loud. All right, so now, and then we're going to move on to makeup. I have some more budget swaps. On a lighter note.
The normal price is only $10, and you just can't beat it. So
All right. I got a budget swap. So this product, very expensive, the Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. And here is the swap. It's the Halo Glow Liquid Filter from e.l.f. So this is kind of like, gives you that lit from within look. Well, the Charlotte Tilbury one does. You know, it's not something that I wear often. That one is pretty old and dried out. But, so I thought I would try a budget swap, but it's kind of like, it's not something I wear every day. If I were to wear it more frequently, I would just wear it by itself to just have a glowy, natural skin look. But you could wear it under foundation, and it gives you, like I said, that lit from within look. got a big old doe foot. And you just kind of, I put it on the high points. And then I will blend that out, and then it stays underneath the skin, and it stays underneath the... You can put it on top of your makeup also, which we might put a little bit on top, but much, much more cost effective. And that is something definitely I would just rather stick with the budget. So we're going to just tap that in. It gives you like some, sometimes I don't like when you have a full coverage foundation and you just like put on all this makeup and then it makes you feel like one-dimensional, like too flat, you know, when we mattify everything out. And I like I try to stay away from here because in here it's going to accentuate pores and stuff, but on the outer part of my face, I like shine. Probably put a little bit more. Even on the chin, in here, up here. You can also mix this into your foundation if you just want like your foundation to just give you more of a glow. I mean, just kind of mix it together and make the glow everywhere, but I like to place it where I want the extra glow. And then I put on foundation. I'll use the same brush. This is the BK Beauty 109 brush. Just got these brushes. I love them. Okay. I've got my foundation. I do not put foundation around my under eye because I don't want too much product under there. It'll just get more cakey or... Okay. All right, next product is up. This is pretty dry and just about out. This is my Kosas Creamy Serum Concealer. I love this, and I was worried, to be honest. I wasn't sure if I can find one that I love just as much because this one is like skincare. It blends really nicely. It's ideal for aging skin. Fine lines, wrinkles are not going to get accentuated. I think the key is to find serum concealers so that have skincare in them, which this is the L'Oreal True Match. And let me see what the color is. Oh, I got to blend my nose. It has hyaluronic acid and caffeine in it. So that's going to help with under eye puffiness. I got it in the color C3, light, medium, cool. I am cool undertones. I have blue veins, meaning I'm cool. So I always look for cool tone products. I have used this and I like it, but let me blend out my my nose contour first. I was a little aggressive with the nose contour. Yeah. We will correct that with some concealer. I love this brush, by the way. This is the Patrick Ta Nose Contour Brush, which I love. All right. Let's go in with the concealer. It's got a nice applicator. I love that applicator. It's like a nice angle to get in here. And then I just do right up inside in the corner. And you will blend the product out. There's plenty of product to blend out. So we'll do the right up in the corner. And then I will come underneath where my liner is to carve that out. That will further clean that up. We'll put some right here at the tip. And then definitely some down the center. Feather this out here. And then I like to put it in here. So my marionette lines in here. The nasal labials. Marionettes are over here. And then we blend. For the concealer, I'm going to use this. It's a BK Beauty brush too. A506 concealer brush, and we're just gonna tap this in. Now I like to do my concealer and then I'll finish the eye after. Some people will do their under eye, like their liner and all of that, before concealer, and I don't like to do that. I like to do it after because I feel like I don't know, I mess it up. So I'm getting all the way up the side of the nose because of my aggressive contour. So anyways, let me know, have you guys lost a parent? Are you a caregiver for a parent? I did that for my dad for 2 years. That's another story for another video. For those of you who've been here a while, you kind of know that spiel. But I want to know. Comment below. Let me know what your biggest struggle has been so far in midlife. Empty nest. Am I alone there? I was watching another creator. I love her, by the way. She's also like a midlife creator. She's like goals. She's beautiful. Jennifer Jenkins. And over the summer, she went through the same thing at the same time as me. And I remember just so relating to her. She was crying in her car when her daughter went away to college. And I was like, oh my God, I could so relate to this. Well, first of all, I always cry in my car. That's where I'm going to do it if I'm going to do it. And it just made me realize, it's nice to know that there's other people that, have been through this. And this is, you're not alone. And yeah, anyway, so has anyone experienced that? Let me know down in the comments. My heart goes out to you. And my daughter is gone, but we work together, which she's one of my coaches. She helps me with all my clients, which is amazing. So I see her all the time. It's not about that. It's not about, I know, because everyone tries to make you feel better, like, oh, but it's amazing and it's going to be great. It is. All those things are true. She's like my best friend and it's amazing and I love this stage of life, but it doesn't change the fact that it makes you feel sad because that part of your life is over. The part of kids, you'll never experience that again. Although I will say my son still lives at home, but he's, it's going to happen probably this year. He's going to move out. He's older too. He's 27. It's going to be 28. But that's going to be really hard. That one is probably going to send me over the edge, you guys. I'm scared. I need my YouTube family for that. I need my BBC ladies for that because nothing prepares you. Even when you think you're going to be prepared, you're not prepared. So how do we feel about my concealer? It brightened. It blended well. It's not settled into fine lines. I'm very, very happy. It's a fraction of the cost of my $30 Kosas. But we have a blush. We have a budget swap blush. I like to wear blushes in duos. I like a liquid and then I like to set with a powder. So I wanted like a peachy, because I have this Dior like corally peachy color. So I wanted to get a pair for this one so that I can use this till it's gone because it was not cheap. And I used to use a Rare Beauty one. It was like Bliss or something like that. I really liked it. But I thought, okay, instead of getting that one again, let's try an e.l.f. one. So this is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in color Dusty Rose. Very pigmented. Oh my goodness. Really good price on that puppy. All right, let's see. Placed it directly on my cheek. It's very pigmented, and I should have put it on my hand first. Ooh. That is some serious pigment, which is good though, but you just need it. Very little goes a long way. So if my blush kind of like travels up into the concealer, then I'll just get my concealer brush again and just start. I always like to put a little on the top of the nose too. All right, now I'm gonna, are we liking that? Okay. I promise you guys it doesn't, I don't really spend this much time on my makeup normally, but it's our chit chat time. You can actually go right on there with, this has a nice doe foot on it where you can line with it. I'm going to set my liquids now. So I'm going to use a different one. This is my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. But in the spirit of this video, I wanted to try another one. Love the bottle of this. So aesthetic. Pretty fine mist. I like that because you don't want big droplets on your face. I love the packaging on that. So this is the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. Because this, I mean, it's not, I don't think it's that special. Although I know a lot of people would disagree with me. Like makeup artists I hear love it. But I wouldn't repurchase it because it's very expensive. I just don't feel like it's that special. But we'll see, because I haven't actually used this one, but it feels good. Which I have a one on my wish list bronzer that's a pricey one. Fine, but it'll be saved for either a birthday gift card or the Sephora sale. I want the Gucci bronzer. I heard it's like a velvety formula and really nice. And bronzer is something that lasts a really long time. I've had this one, I don't know, has it been a year maybe? And FYI, you guys, I'm awful. I don't really care if something is expired. Unless it's like a liquid product. If it's technically expired, I will absolutely still use it. Call the makeup police, because I'm not going to throw away this if it's technically expired. But yeah, I want the Gucci one. All right, now I'm going to set my makeup. Again, this is probably expired too, but I've had it for a very long time. The Translucent Powder by Laura Mercier, and there's still quite a bit of product in there. 100%, and I like it. I like it a lot. And it was worth, it's expensive, but worth it. It lasts forever. Truly does. So we're going to set, and I'm going to set my under eye with the 110 brush by BK Beauty. This is the key. Loose powder setting your under eye is the key to it lasting, and it is the key to the product not settling into fine lines. Just press it on in there. Loosely press. Don't settle. Oh, I guess I shaved that for another video, but I don't really like to press with the, or use pressed powder under the under eye, or like a puff, I feel like that makes you look old. And I'm talking about if you're over 40. Okay, my midlife ladies, don't use the powder puff under your eyes. That's not gonna work. Have a little piece of glitter there. So that set really nicely. So now I'm just gonna set everywhere else. Definitely in here around the mouth. Up here for sure, because this tends to get oily. Just gently with the loose, finely milled powder. Game changer for your makeup. All right, I'm going to use a little highlighter. On the tip of my nose. I have like a little piece of glitter on my eye. Okay. I feel like this looks pretty good. All those budget swaps, they passed the test for sure. Amazing. So much cheaper too. All right, you guys, there you have it. The budget swaps were a hit. I loved all of them. I would say they're all equal to or better than the expensive counterpart. And on today's video, with those swaps, we saved a whopping this amount of money. So I'd say that this was a hit. Let me know if you like this kind of video. If you want me to look for more budget swaps, comment below. Also, I want you to share with me some of your own midlife storms down below so that, you know, we can all be in this together and, you know that you're not alone, because other people will read your comments as well as myself. And it's just kind of nice to know that everyone is going through a lot of the same things. It just makes it feel like, I don't know, you're less alone. But thank you guys so much for tuning into another video. I love all of you. Thank you so much for the support on this channel. And we'll see you guys in the next video.